Have you ever looked at a car tire and wondered, how is this round piece of rubber strong enough to carry tons of weight, survive extreme heat, and still grip the road so perfectly? Well, behind every tire lies a story of invention, science, and evolution that began more than a century and a half ago. Our journey begins in the early 1800s, a time when roads were rough and wheels were made of wood or metal. They were noisy, uncomfortable, and easily damaged. But everything changed in 1839, when an American inventor named Charles Goodyear accidentally discovered the process of vulcanization. He mixed natural rubber with sulfur and accidentally dropped it on a hot stove. The result? A tougher, more elastic material that could handle heat and cold and didn't melt or crack easily. That was the birth of modern rubber. But tires, as we know them, didn't exist yet. In 1845, another inventor, Robert William Thomson, created the world's first air-filled or pneumatic tire, but it didn't gain attention. Then, in 1888, a Scottish veterinarian named John Boyd Dunlop reinvented the pneumatic tire for his son's tricycle, and this time it changed the world. With a few years, companies like Michelin, Goodyear, and Continental began mass-producing tires. Early tires were white because of the natural color of rubber. But later, carbon black was added, not only to make them black, but also to make them stronger and longer lasting. Now, let's fast forward to the modern age and see how tires are made today. It all begins with raw materials. Modern tires are made from a blend of natural rubber, harvested from the sap of rubber trees, and synthetic rubber, produced from petroleum-based chemicals like butadiene and styrene. But rubber alone isn't enough. Engineers mix in carbon black or silica for strength, sulfur for vulcanization, and several chemicals for heat resistance, flexibility, and durability. All these ingredients are fed into a massive machine called a Banbury mixer. Inside, huge metal rotors spin at high speed, blending everything under intense heat and pressure, turning raw rubber and powders into a smooth, thick, black compound. This rubber compound is then rolled into sheets, cooled, and cut into specific shapes for different tire parts, like the tread, the outer layer that grips the road, the sidewalls, which protect the sides, and the inner liner, which keeps air from leaking. But a tire isn't just rubber. Hidden inside it is a network of steel wires and textile fabrics. The steel belts give strength and prevent punctures, while nylon or polyester plies give flexibility and shape. Together, these materials form the tire's skeleton, known as the carcass. Now comes the building stage, one of the most fascinating steps. A tire building machine carefully assembles each layer. First, it lays down the inner liner, then the body plies, bead wires, sidewalls, and finally the tread on top. Everything is built flat. It doesn't look round yet. This unfinished piece is called a green tire. It's soft, flexible, and needs one more magical process to come to life. That process is vulcanization, the same technique Charles Goodyear discovered centuries ago. The green tire is placed into a giant mold inside a curing press. The mold closes, heat rises to nearly 180 degrees Celsius, and pressure exceeds 20 tons. Steam inflates a bladder inside the tire, pressing it against the mold walls, forming the final shape and tread pattern. After a few minutes, the mold opens and a fully formed tire emerges. Now it's black, strong, elastic, and ready for the road. But before it's approved, it goes through a series of strict quality tests. Some tires are X-rayed to detect internal flaws. Others are tested for balance, roundness, and strength. In some factories, robots even spin tires at high speeds to check how they perform under real driving conditions. Only after passing every test does a tire earn its brand logo and is packed for shipping, ready to roll on cars, trucks, bikes, and airplanes around the world. From tapping the rubber trees in tropical forests to roaring across highways at 120 kilometers per hour, the Tyres journey is truly incredible. It's not just a circle of rubber, it's a masterpiece of chemistry, physics, and human creativity. Every rotation tells a story of science, innovation, and motion. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share MadeShade,